What's up? What's up? All right, this is something new. People don't know. My name is Joey. Most people know me by SNOWROC. Uh, Trying to do something new. I'm not used to going live, so this is something new for me. Work with me. Somebody got something to say. Say what you got to say. You know what I mean, and I speak on. You know what I'm saying. What I choose to speak on, and what I don't, then I won't. So we gonna get cracking now. You know what I'm saying. It's no real topic tonight. It's uh it's just freestyling whatever off the top of my head. Me personally today, man, going through it. Got some issues, but you know what I'm saying, ain't no use in venting on here. The whole platform for me, you know what I'm saying, is trying to promote positivity. I ain't never been a positive person, you know what I mean? I've been gang banging, spent my life in prison, did over 20 years in California state prison system. Before that, my first offense, I was 9 years old, and the story goes on and on. You know what I mean? I grew up in southeast San Diego, off of Market Street, off of neighborhood Crip. You know, it's a trip because a lot of people, you know what I mean, judge the book by its cover, and when people meet me, they don't know what to think. So me personally, I don't give a damn what you think. you know, I gave up trying to prove something to other people. I'm here doing me. I'm on here. I'm on YouTube. Hey, yeah, I'm on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the past. Apparently, you know what I'm saying, what's getting all the likes is, people hearing about these because these was kind of vicious. You know what I mean? Because they get up in there. Ooh, don't get me started. But anyway, I'm an old man now, living my best life though. You know, I've been out of prison longer than I've been out since I was 9 years old, and that I'm coming up on 7 years. And best life I had, this year I'm gonna be celebrating my fifth anniversary with my wife, and man, I love my wife. She's got me through so much to get me to where I am now because when I got out, well, look. I was a hot mess. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying, snow cooler than the polar bear's toenails. But man, I was a hot mess. Mentally, you know, I have issues because I was trained a different way. I'm not I'm not the perfect society guy. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? For me, people don't understand, but for me, I didn't go to school like people went to high school and went to dances and proms and I ain't never been to nothing like that. My the last time I went to a real school, it was like the what for any length of time was like seventh grade. In seventh grade, I went for a half a semester. I was, you know what I'm saying, I was gang banging. I was living a different life. People can't understand because, if you get more understanding if you go back and check out, I got Standing Tall with Snow Rock. Check out the intro. The intro gives you a rundown on my background, and I also did a couple other videos with a couple other people. Mitch from Hard Intentions and the homie Hoodie Hood. I love you, Hood. Uh, you know, Go check them out. You know what I mean? The interview I did with Mitch from Hard Intentions, that was a good one. I also did one with the homie Hoodie Hood, and that was a good one. You know what I mean? But they the ones who kind of like, man, you gotta get your content out there, man. You got to get your story out. So I'm just here trying to, get in people's ear. Look, check me out. Hey, you know, it's nothing big, but it's something big to me because this is the best life I ever lived. I can't speak for nobody else or how everybody else done they life. my life wasn't, you know what I'm saying, all hunky dory. You know what I mean? The only thing I know about high school and the dances and all that stuff from watching TV. That's what I saw on TV. You know, that wasn't the way it was where I grew up. You know, my family was dysfunctional. We had problems. You know what I mean? I grew up with an alcoholic father. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, my parents, you know what I'm saying, I had both my parents in the house, but my dad, you know what I'm saying, he had been in the military. He was kind of messed up. You know what I mean? At the same time, his dad died when he was 3. So he didn't have a father there. So he did the best job he could with what he was working with. And it took me a long time to realize that because I used to blame him for, man, it's your fault. You know what I mean? It's your fault that. It's your fault this. The man put me out when I was 13 years old. Okay. You know what I mean? Now it was, extenuating circumstances, And you know what I'm saying, but he put me out. I was a child. I was 13 years old. I was a scared little kid. I went to the streets and you know what I mean, the streets was that first day, you know what I'm saying, I spent the night in the clubhouse that we had built in the bamboo. And it started out, you know what I mean, I just needed some place to rest my head and get some sleep. It's nighttime, you're supposed to go to sleep. I'm still a kid. So I go to the clubhouse, I'm scared. I'm a little kid. I'm in the canyon, hearing noises and shit moving, and you know, man, I ain't got nobody to run to. I ain't got nobody to come and get me help, save me. Never came. Now, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I believe the community took me in because it was a lot of people in Southeast San Diego. You know what I'm saying? Which was predominantly black and brown. And you know what I'm saying? We were like one of three or four white families that I knew of in the hood where I was at. I grew up off of C Street and Quail. And it wasn't it wasn't a great childhood, but it was my childhood. And I'm not ashamed of none of it. I went through it and I'm still here. You know what I mean? My dad, you know what I'm saying, did what he did, you know what I'm saying, but I'm here. So, you know what I'm saying, he brought me in. He got me to where I needed to be to move on. You know what I mean? He got me to as far as he could get me. And then it was up to me to do the rest. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna make it happen for you. Now, don't get me wrong. I made some wrong choices. You know what I mean? I didn't know what to do, so I didn't have a leader. I didn't have no one to follow, so I joined. I just wanted to be a part. I just wanted to be a part of a group, be a part of something, to be a part of, you know what I'm saying, neighborhood crib. You know what I mean? And people don't understand that. You know what I mean? And that was all I wanted. I just wanted to be a part of this group that I saw as a child growing up. You know what I mean? These were the older homies. These were the guys in the neighborhood who, you know what I'm saying, had the fly cars, had the baddest women, and you know what I mean, had the money and had the gold. And you know what I mean, we was struggling. You know what I mean? It was the 80s. It was hard on the yard. You know what I mean? Crack came on the scene and it was over, man. You know what I mean? I remember being, like I said, a kid on the streets. But I'm hanging out, you know what I'm saying, with grown folks because I'm older, and hey, what's up, Bully Breed? I see you. So I grew up, you know what I'm saying, because I was bigger than people my age, I hung around people who were older. At the same time, I'm out. You know what I mean? I don't have to be in the street lights when the street lights come on. I don't have nobody telling me, you know what I'm saying, be in and doing it. So I'm running the streets, before you know it, you know what I mean, man, crack is the thing. And I remember the first time seeing somebody, you know what I'm saying, smoking bass, back in the day, you know what I mean, you had to rock that shit up yourself, that ether basing. And the first time I ever seen it, I was sitting there rolling up joints, you know what I mean, and put 2 in my pocket while, you know what I mean, they wasn't paying attention. But I'm tripping because they dipping a little. It's a hanger with a cotton ball on the end of it, and they dip that into Bacardi. Bacardi 151. It's flammable. So then they light that, and they use that to light the to melt the cocaine, and then they suck up the smoke, and it's like, whoa, you want some? Nah, I don't want. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm smoking another joint. So I'm smoking some weed. Man, I'm cool. But these older people, you know what I mean? Grown people. You know what I mean? I'm a youngster, like I said, and I watched it. I watched these people. You know what I'm saying? Go from having a nice car and a nice house. You know what I mean? Job and everything to crackhead. You know what I mean? The wife sucking people up on the block for a rock. You know what I mean? The dude, you know what I mean? He was a crackhead. He'll do anything you want for a hit. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? Car gone. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they on the street. Next thing you know what I'm saying? One's gone. Who that? What's up? I was with you in Solid. Oh, yeah. I paroled from Soledad. Man, you know what I'm saying? That was when I got out after doing the 12 years straight. And I was kind of messed up. I like to get at you about that incident that happened with you on why you went to the hole. Because I was one of those guys that went to the hole with you, and I caught a 16-month shoe over that. You caught a 16-month shoe over that in Soledad with me? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I paroled from Soledad. I paroled from the hole in Soledad. I went to the hole because the white boys dropped kites on me. So, what are you talking about? Sean, what's up? I see you. So, Bully, talk to me. Explain. Give me more info. I'm ex-Shermhead, you know what I mean? Not good with memory. So, what'd you get a 16-month shoe for over that in Soledad? Because, like I said, when I got to Soledad, I went to the level 3 yard, and they was on lockdown for Black and Mexican riot. And the whites, while we were on lockdown, the blacks and Mexicans don't even get to come out of their cells. And the whites drop kites and tell the police that they're going to stab me. You can't even get to me. Why would you tell me you're going to stab me? You remember when the supposedly skinhead was supposed to rush you and stab you on the yard? Do I remember? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Do I remember when the skinhead was supposed to stab me on the yard? When I was on the yard in Soledad, I was one of those guys that got written up a 115 over you. Still don't understand, how do you get a 115 over me? I know the rules. I don't understand how you got a 115 over me. Talk to me. Anyway, so back to Soledad. Like I said, when I got there, I went to the level 3 yard. They was on lockdown for a Black and Mexican riot. And then the whites told the police that they was going to stab me. So they shot me to X-Wing. And then they released me to Soledad Central. And I was over there for maybe 4 months. I was out on the yard every day with my homeboy Hadari. You know what I mean? Frontliner, wasn't no hide from nobody when I first got there. You know what I'm saying? One of the homies from Dago, Adamu named Mudbone from Lincoln, took me over to holler at the white boy shot caller. I got at him, told him if anybody got a problem, you know what I mean, go get him one-on-one. We can deal with this. I ain't never asked nobody to stand up for me. I ain't never asked nobody to do nothing for me. I always stood up for my damn self, and always, you know what I'm saying, was told don't expect nobody to stand up for me. So I don't know what you got the 115 for, player. I was one of those guys. It was a lot of riders. There was a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that had my back. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, had my back, even though I was told don't count on nobody. You know what I mean? It was LA Crips. It was, you know what I mean, 415s. It was IEs. It was Muslims. You know what I mean? When I was in Lancaster, the Muslims, I studied Islam for 2 years. And, you know what I mean, I was, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, find something. I just got lost. All I found was me, you know. But that led me to where I am now, because it took me a long time to realize that it's more than just me. There's got to be something more powerful than me out there. So what do I think that is? The man upstairs, you know what I mean? You know, if it wasn't be for him, I wouldn't be here right now. And I'm blessed to be here right now. You know, there's been so much, you know, I've been stabbed 13 times. I've been shot with block guns. I've been sprayed with pepper spray, the hot sauce. I've been beat with billy clubs. I've been beat with flapjacks. I've been stomped out. I've been, you know what I mean? You know, I've been through some things, you know what I mean? You know, but the man upstairs kept me here for a reason. So I'm still here, and I don't plan on going nowhere no time soon, you know? Uh, Right now, I'm just trying to get in somebody's ear, somebody that needs to hear this. You know what I mean? You know, it's something better, it's something different. You know what I mean? You know, I always been, you know what I'm saying, you know, loyal to a fault. And you know what I'm saying, you know, this is neighborhood Crip. So, you know what I mean? You know, that's what I put everything into. Hold on. No, you were definitely a stand-up individual. What happened was my people told on me and a couple other skinheads saying we were going to stab you, and we went to the shoe for that. See, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? You know, Bully Breed, 916. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had something to do with that, but that's administration. That's administration, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to, you know what I mean? You know, keep us at each other's throats. I don't condone that at all. You know what I'm saying? They rolled me up against my will. I tried to sign, you know what I'm saying, you know, everywhere I've been, I've always had to sign chronos saying that I don't fear for my safety, even though that the administration received information that I'm going to be a victim of an assault, a stabbing assault, and they're recommending that I be moved off the yard for the safety and security of the institution. Now, I've been through that in damn near every prison I've been to. 90% of the time here, I'll sign a chrono. And you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how, but I'm told I can get my file. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got a gang of those in my file. And I don't know how to do it, but you know what I'm saying? You know, it's been many times where, you know, the administration rolled me up because somebody said they're going to do something to me. That's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't tell the police, you know, step up to the plate. You know, I had an open invitation. Anybody, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one, you can get something. I don't recommend, you know what I'm saying, locking somebody up for some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's some whole shit. But that's administration. And, you know, the administration ain't ain't there to help us. They're there to punish us. And they do a fine job of punishing. I have no problem with you, brother. That was almost 20 years ago. I'm just saying, I remember you from Soledad Central Yard. I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? You know, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, you know, hollering on here and letting me know, you know what I'm saying, that you was there. I don't want no problems with nobody. Anybody that knows me, man, I don't care, you know what I'm saying, you a blood, you a Crip, you know what I'm saying, you a skinhead, you a Nazi, whatever you is, that's your business. I'm a grown ass man and I'm going to mind my business. You know what I mean? I take care of my family. That's my responsibility. You know what I mean? I go to work, I come home, I take care of my family. That's my priority. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm living for right now. And this so far has been the best life I've ever lived. People don't understand that. You know, one love from the other side of the tracks. Big homie, solid. Thank you, Javon. Appreciate you, brother. I'm people always, you know, I've been called legend and you know, I don't see it. I'm just another hustler. I'm just another hustler. I'm just another, you know what I mean, knucklehead that got lost in a trap. I got caught up in the trap and got stuck in the box. You know what I mean? I spent over 20 years in a box, in a cage, living in the bathroom. People don't understand that. You know, that little bitty cell, you know what I'm saying, will destroy you. You know what I mean? It beats you up every day, not physically, mentally. But physically too, get in the struggle up in there, you know what I mean? You know, that cell will beat your ass. But you know, I don't, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to push no agendas, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get motherfuckers to wake up, man. It's something better. It's but we gotta do better. You know what I mean? It's up to, you know what I'm saying, the older heads. You know what I mean? We the ones. We the ones gotta lace up the youngsters. Yeah, the youngsters when I was just running wild. You know what I mean? We was, you know what I'm saying, did what we wanted just because we wanted. And you know what I mean? We didn't have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, guidance for, you know what I'm saying, positivity, you know. But it's out there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, on some positive stuff. So if you look for it, you can find it. I've been, you know what I'm saying, working with a couple of friends, you know what I'm saying, I got a friend with Pillars of the Community and, you know what I'm saying, Southeast San Diego, everybody's favorite Husta, my boy Rasset. Also got my boy, you know what I'm saying, with All of Us or None, my big homie Kurt Dog, you know what I'm saying? I love you. You ain't hollered at me, but I love you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to focus on something positive because, you know, people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give people some enlightenment. CRIP, community. That C stands for community. How many people can say you're part of your community? What have you done for your community? You know what I mean? Everybody. I'm from here. People represent their hood to the death. People, it's many people in the graveyards. There's two of them in my hood, and they full. They full of Damos and Crips that have died over stupidity. We ain't supposed to be fighting each other. We are supposed to be protecting our community. Community, community, community. I don't know. I can't go to the block and go around, you know what I'm saying, telling my little homies, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Because at the time when someone was trying to tell me, I wasn't trying to hear it. And you couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, here I am now, several years later. Now I started gang banging young. Like I said, I got put out when I was 13. So I was a block boy. We was out there, you know what I mean? We was running around. And because I was white, I was always the one pushed up front to fight. Oh yeah, you go get white boy Joey. Because that's who I was growing up. I was just white boy Joey. And that's the thing. I just wanted a name and a reputation. And now, Snow Rock is legendary, especially through the prison system. But what good is that name, the reputation? What did I do all that for? I used to think that I wasted my life. I didn't. I didn't. But I used to think that I wasted my life because all I wanted was a reputation. But no, I didn't. I didn't waste my life because I taught myself a lesson. And the lesson was that if something I want, then I'm going to go get it. And ain't nothing going to stop me. Ain't no one going to stop me. Ain't no one can stop me but me. I'm the child of the Most High. I'm one of his special kids. But he takes care of all of us, special ones too. I know I'm still here. I should have been gone a long time ago. People don't understand that. I should have been gone a long time ago. But he kept me here. Survival and self-growth, clearly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. JC, every day I try and learn something. I keep trying to grow. I keep working on self because, you're never supposed to stop. You're never supposed to stop. You know what I mean? If anybody wants something, you can't stop. You got to go after what you want. You got to go get what you want. Ain't nobody going to give you nothing. Ain't no handouts. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying, ain't no retirement plan. What you going to do? Man, I'm out here busting my ass. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know what I mean? People are, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I'm at work all the time. I know. But look, my family's taken care of. My mom, you know what I'm saying? I got more than I've ever had. And it's not much. It's not much. But this is the best life I ever had. You know, I got somebody at my side. I got a strong woman at my side. And she keeps me focused. And that's a hard job. But she makes it happen. And she keeps making it happen. And we gonna keep making it happen. Because it's a long way to go. You know, I got a lot of things I want to see, a lot of things I want to do. And like I said, like I always say, can't stop, won't stop. I'm gonna get there. You know. And I can't really, you know what I'm saying, speak on nobody else. I just hope everybody else knows, you know what I mean, that you got to push yourself in everything you do. Ain't no sitting around waiting for somebody to hand you something. You know, I learned that everybody's a teacher. Some people teach you what to do, other people teach you what not to do. If you can learn from those people, then you don't have to do the same things. You don't have to fall in the same traps that they fell in. But it's up to you. You got to make it happen. Ain't nobody going to do it but you. I'm trying to do it for me, and it's hard. It's hard. It's hard trying to stand tall because I want to go the old route. You know what I mean? Go up in somebody's pockets, turn somebody upside down, shake them, see what falls out. You know what I mean? Man, look, I was quick to be up in somebody's pockets because I'm not fisting to go without. But now, you know what I'm saying? I'm all legit. I'm still a hustler. I'm just all legit. It's not hard. You know what I mean? It's not hard. But it's what you want. You have to work at it because it's not easy, but it's not hard. It's easier than sitting up in that box for a decade, 2 decades. It's way more easier than dealing with all the bullshit prison politics because somebody chose to have a stick up their ass and won't shit their way, or you know what I mean, somebody fighting over, a fucking funky ass top ramen, you know what I mean, some coffee or something, you know what I mean? Really, this is some dope. That's people die every day in there, you know what I mean, over stupid shit. And I've seen it too many times. I don't want to see it no more. And out here, you know what I mean, it's up to, you know what I mean, hey, what's cracking? Sandman, I see you. I don't want to see it out here. You know what I mean? We got to do better. We got to do better. How you going to expect someone else to do something? What are you doing? Everybody got to look at self before you think about the next man. I'm not telling nobody to do nothing. I'm trying to focus on Joey. I'm trying to focus on me. I'm trying to focus on me doing the right thing. Keep me doing the right thing because that's one less idiot out there. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't I wasn't I wasn't a nice guy. And it was, what I'm saying, it was whatever I wanted. If anybody got in the way, then it went bad. I don't want to be that guy no more. I'm trying to put smiles on people's face. I love making my wife smile. That's the best part of my day, you know. And it's easier because I'm good at it. Ask her, she'll tell you. She ain't here right now. But she'll be back soon. I have somebody to play with. For now, I'm gonna let y'all go. You like that one, huh? Making people laugh. Yeah, I try. I try. You know what I mean? I got jokes. Snow slicker than a pot and possum fat on a hot day. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? I'm also cooler than the polar bear's toenails. But enough of that. Let me let y'all go. I'm gonna end this. Let me get a like, a subscribe, and share. Share this with somebody. You know what I mean? I ain't went live in a while. It's something different, you know what I mean? But I like being able to see the comments when people, can talk back to me. I appreciate all y'all that spoke up. This is new, so I'm going to be doing this again. Y'all holler at me. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Peace.